Okay, I'm titling this one, How and Why to Download Videos off of YouTube. Now, I'm going to get to why here in a couple minutes. Now, on the how, there's two different programs that I've used. Now, I'm going to start with the easier one for me to use. It's called Save from Net. Now, you get the Opera browser. Opera is free. Opera is cross-platform. Now, I use Linux. I use Linux Mint. I've got a version of Opera that runs on Linux, but you can run, there's a different version written to run on Windows, and there's a third version that runs on Mac. But anyway, you set up the Opera browser. Opera is perfectly free. Now, Opera has what they call extensions. There's a little tab you click on. It says Get Extensions, and it'll take you to a page. The program you want is called Save from Net. Once it's installed, you have a little green bar down there. It'll generally give you about 3 or 4 different sizes of videos that people have uploaded. You just tap on that, and it'll go ahead and download it. Now, the other program I've used is called Video Downloader. It's I don't know if there's anything. I don't know what the program would be to run on Windows, but Video Downloader, but it runs on Linux. It's one of the free software programs that runs on Linux. Now, what you do, you cut and paste for Video Downloader. Hang on this. Video Downloader, you cut and paste, the YouTube web address, and it'll go ahead and download it for you. If you do run it, you want to preset it for video and not audio. Otherwise, it won't give you the video, because I've done that by mistake a few times. Now on the why. Now I was watching Toyota World Runners. Now I'm gonna comment on their YouTube channel here in a second. I was watching. There's some such fantastic drone shots. They're such spectacular. Watching them on a smartphone doesn't give that video justice. You got to watch it on a big screen TV that you get. Now, what I do, I've got on my laptop there's an HDMI output. I'll just hook that into the TV and set my the video processor to actually to display through the HDMI port. I've got an amplifier that I got plugged into the headphone jack and these big old speakers. Now, I like to listen to Schlager music, which is German party music. It's American rock beat with German words to it. Well, most of my neighbors don't speak English anyway, so they have no idea what I'm listening to. But I've got these big speakers plugged into the headphone jack. Now on the Toyota World Runners, yeah, man, it's a real shame they got killed in a mountain off-road accident. Really a shame that because I probably wouldn't have ever heard of their YouTube channel anyway. I'm going to download. I've downloaded maybe about 4 or 5 of their videos. I'm going to next time I hit up my favorite Wi-Fi download site. I'm going to download more of their videos. A friend of mine asked me what happens to a YouTube channel. Once the owner is no longer around to post videos. Does it stay there forever? I would assume that it stays there forever, or maybe one of this guy's neighbors, will keep it going. Because this guy, one video where he's modifying his pickup, he put a cam and a different, he put an RV cam and repositioned the intakes over the mass air sensor, so it gives it a little bit longer. His reason I do that to get out a little bit. He put those cold air packages on it. That sometimes people do. It gives a little bit colder intake air, and it runs a little better. Let's see. He had a friend of his that was helping with the mechanic work, so maybe the friend, knows how to upload videos to his channel, and will do that. I don't know. What happens to a channel once the owner of a YouTube channel is no longer around to post? Does it stay there forever? Does it get shut down by YouTube? I really don't know. A friend of mine asked me, and I really don't know. Kind of curious. Anyway, if somebody knows, let me know. Bye-bye.